To go right now to 100 million. This is Marlon Sanders talking today about growing. How do you grow from wherever you are up to $100 million in sales? Alex Hormozi came out with a new book. If you haven't heard it, it's called $100 million Leads. If you go to Amazon and type in Alex, Hormozi, you'll see the book. He has two $100 million offers, $100 million leads. They're both great books, but the new one is called $100 million Leads. It's $10 on Kindle. It's a great, great, great read. Highly recommend it. Now, in the book, he talks about that there are three ways three methods that he uses. His business is acquiring businesses. They acquire businesses and grow them quickly. And there's three things that they do with these businesses, depending on where that business is at. And those three things are either more, better, or new. And he says, and this is very profound, but if you are under 1 million in sales, whether you're 1,000 a month, 5,000 a month, 10,000 a month, whatever you're at, 15, 20, 30, the way you get to 1 million in sales is typically just more, do more. Because he says, really, the optimization of get better, works best after 1 million in sales. Now, I think there's a lot of, I wouldn't say this is 100%. I mean, I think it's always a good idea to be better, right? And I think he's saying don't even think about being better. I think he's saying that the thing you got to focus on the most is just do more. That if you're under 1 million in sales, you're probably just not doing enough. Now, this isn't what we want to hear. Let's be honest here. Do any of us really want to hear just to do more? But I want to lay out to you a 3-step plan to do more based on some of the things he talks about that you can actually stomach, that you can actually live with, that you can actually implement, right? So step number 1 is just to look at what you're already doing to generate your leads, because the new blood, the new customers, if you're doing anything in sales, you're already getting opt-ins or you're getting leads. You can't get sales without leads, right? The leads are the people who raise their hands and say, they're hand raisers. I'm interested. Yes, I want the free report. Yes, I want to book a consulting session. Yes, I want to, talk to you on a direct message. Some form of a hand raiser. And what Alex is saying is, what's stopping you from just doing 10 times that? What you already have a method to get the leads. What's stopping you from just doing 10 times what you're already doing? Now, that's a heck of a question. It's a heck of a question. So step number 2 is, if you can 10x what you're doing to get more leads, if you 2x your leads, you'll 2x your income. 10x your leads, you'll 10x your income. So if you can do 10x more, then do it. Now, if you can't do 10x more, you're like, Marlon, I cannot do 10x more. Then that's where your bottleneck is. Now, I'm not preaching here, so I just want to explain this in the context of what I'm personally doing, and then you can take and apply that or think about that however you want. But so we've been doing social media to generate leads. My live streams, we have posts going out using a software called Later. And so Alex told this story that hit home just for me personally. And it goes like this. He had paid $120,000, $130,000 for 4 consultations with someone about his social media. I believe the person was Grant Cardone, but I don't know that as a fact, right? It really doesn't matter who it was. But the person originally just told him, listen, you just need to do every platform every day. broadcast content, every platform, every day. So he did that. And a year later, he had built his audience by 200,000. In the second consultation, he says, listen, we're doing content and everything, but you're getting all of this exposure and we aren't. How come? And so whoever the person was, whoever the consultant was, said, well, let's just look at this. You posted in the past week one time on LinkedIn. Today, we already posted 3 times. He says, you post an average of 1 time a day on Instagram. We post 3. So you post, and he goes through each social media. And consistently on each social media, he was doing at least 3 times more. And so that's where this concept of do more comes in. And the takeaway for me is we're doing social media, but we're only posting once a day. We're just doing once a day. And my insight is I need to be doing 3 times a day or more. And more social media, like we're really not, haven't been doing Pinterest. We're not doing anything on Snapchat. We got a lot of room to improve. All right, so you got to do more. Step 1 is to look at what you're already doing. And then step 2, look at how you can do up to 10x more. And if you can't do the 10x, then you got to see, well, what's the bottleneck? You say, well, Marlon, I can't. And let's just even talk about 3x, posting 3x the times of social media. You're like, well, I'm not even posting all the social media daily yet. Well, then that becomes your bottleneck. And your question becomes, how do I post every day to social media? Now, my answer to this is at resellertoolkit.com/20, the number 20-minute. That's my system. But we're expanding that. So that's going to take us to step 3. So maybe you need software. Maybe you need a virtual assistant who's helping you. I have a virtual assistant. She's using later.com to create posts on social media to help me out. That, by the way, is in his book because there are 4 different types of lead getters, people who will help you get leads. And employees are one of them. It's a great lesson. I'm going to give a parenthetical thought about the book before we go on to step 3, if that's all right with you. My parenthetical comment about the book is this. I saw so many teachers of the craft, what some people call gurus. I call teachers of the craft of marketing or of making money online or whatever you want to call it. Creators who said things like, well, there wasn't anything new in the book. They ain't read the book yet. They haven't read the book yet. They maybe skimmed part of the Kindle. Maybe, if even that. Probably not even that, to be honest. They watched his webinar and said, well, I didn't learn anything new. There's nothing new here. He's just got good packaging. Well, you know what? Sometimes you got to take what teachers of the craft say into the bigger context or the bigger picture. There's a lot of people who feel like if they admit Alex Hormozi pulled a good caper on his webinar, if you didn't hear, he did this big webinar, and at the end, he built it up like he was selling his product. He gave it away for free. Everybody freaked out, right? If you didn't get it, it's at, I think, acquisition.com/training/leads, LEADS. He gave away his training. Really great training. It's in the book. When you get the book, he references that URL in every chapter. So anyway, people devalue what Alex did, don't admit he did a good caper because they feel somehow if they admitted he did a good caper, that would devalue themselves. I just don't see it that way. I think I give props to a lot of people. I read books all the time. I always try to attribute my resources. I don't think that devalues me because I admit I got the idea or the information or the gist of it or part of it from someone else. Like, no one has a monopoly on good ideas. No one has a monopoly on information. So these people who discredit, I even saw one post just trashing out what Alex was teaching, and that's just crap as far as I'm concerned. Like, the dude is a stud. It doesn't devalue me to admit Alex Hormozi's a stud. He's done 100 million. He buys all of these businesses. I don't do that, but I am very good at teaching things that Alex does. Alex teaches the big picture. He's just interested in acquiring businesses. So basically, he's just out there lead generating. He's not trying to take people and help them implement the actual details of creating information products and doing the marketing. That's my game. That's what I do, right? And so it doesn't devalue me. Anyway, there's a lot to learn from the book. And I mean, I have friends who are like, well, I didn't learn anything new in the book. Well, they ain't read it yet. They listen to the audiobook is free on his podcast. So they listen to a few chapters from the audiobook. And, it depends on how big you chunk. Like, if you chunk big enough, there's nothing new in the world. Everything was invented in 1900. Ain't been nothing new since. But I chunk down to what Anthony Robbins calls finer distinctions, right? So more, better, new is one of those. So we're going to go on to step 3. I just wanted to say my perspective on that. Yes, Alex pulled off a great caper. Yes, the dude is a stud. Does he teach everything you need to know? No, because he's not a training business. He's in the acquisition of businesses for a percentage of the profit. All right. I said that. Now, we'll go to step 3 here, which Alex recommended what he calls the 100 a day. I think that was what he called it. The idea is he teaches warm reach outs. You do 100 warm reach outs a day, or cold reach outs. You do 100 cold reach outs. He teaches that method. You're doing content marketing. He's like, I think he said 100 minutes a day doing your content marketing. Now, this to me hit home and is a game changer because I don't spend 100 minutes a day on my content marketing. I spend 10 or 20 minutes a day. So if I spend 100 minutes a day, that's a game changer. Now, listen, if you're not doing content marketing, start with my system. Start with 20 minutes a day. It'll get you leads. It'll get you exposure. It'll get you in the habit of daily content creation. So a lot of good things are going to come from it. Is it all you need to do to generate the amount of leads you want? Well, depends on how much money you need. You can look at what percentage of leads do you convert to sales? How much money do you want to make? Which tells you how many leads you need to generate. Right? So 100 minutes a day on content creation. That's a game changer. For most people, that would totally change their business. Most people, that would totally change their business. Now, if you're going to spend 100 minutes a day on content creation, I realize you got a lot to learn, a lot to get better. Like, I know nothing about Pinterest. I don't even think we do stories good. Like, just Facebook stories, you could work on a lot just to be good at Facebook or Instagram stories, right? And you might just want to spend a month or two just trying to master stories before you go on to the next thing. Maybe you spend your 100 minutes a day just doing Facebook or Instagram stories. Then you're like, okay, I've got stories down pat. Let me go on to Reels. Now, Reels are tremendous. Instagram Reels, Facebook Reels, they get a lot of good exposure, but then you got to use those to drive people to your longer form content or to your opt-in. There you go. Now, the other thing is, you spend 100 minutes a day to generate leads. You got to have some way to convert those leads to sales. So I'll show you my newest funnel here. We'll bring it up. So if you go to Marlin's, hold on. marlinsnews.com/seed-marketing. If you don't have a funnel like this, you need one, because this is opt-in, right? So we'll come here, we opt in. And then we hang out. It's a little bit slow. And then wow, I screwed that one up. All right. I made a mistake there. God, I'm surprised we've sold some of these because it's supposed to redirect to my sales page, and I made a mistake with my shopping cart. Okay, I have to, good God. This has got to be fixed. I actually have a sales letter. It is supposed to redirect to. So I'm not going to fix this on screen here. Supposed to redirect to my sales letter, and then when you click the buy button, it goes to here. Yeah, I screwed that up. All right, well, I'll fix that. This is my funnel operating incorrectly, right? Incorrectly. What I have here is an OTO and then a one-click upsell. So this is totally jacked up, just totally, completely messed up. All right. But you need a funnel, because if you don't have a funnel and you generate leads, you won't be making any money. That's really the point here. And hopefully your funnel's not messed up like mine. What happened was I was trying to split test my shopping cart, and I just put the split test link in the wrong place. That was bright, wasn't it? Good God. All right. You generate leads, you got to drive them to your opt-in, right? You got to drive them to your opt-in. Now, I have another one that I send people to, which is my resellertoolkit.com/70K. Let's see if this one's redirecting to the right place or is jacked up like the other one, or if it works at all. Okay. Let's see what's going on with this one. If I screwed this one up too or not. Oh, crap. Let me bring it up here. All right, here we go. Okay, so this one redirects to the right place. So it goes here, save 90% on the 20-minute marketing system seed funnel. Now, the problem with this is there's nothing here that states the benefit of this. Like, this should really be the headline right here. I've got to fix that too. These things are a lot of iteration, because what happened is when I put this up here, I forgot that I was deleting the headline. And I just now realized you go here, but you don't see a benefit. Now, how smart is that, right? So there's a lot to learn and a lot to iterate, and it's easy to screw it up and make a mistake. But in any event, say you spend 100 minutes a day just doing your content marketing and driving people to an opt-in page in the funnel that's hopefully better than the one I just showed you. That's a game changer. That is going to be a game changer. Now, and then we're going to wrap this up, but Alex said the concept more better than you, and let me explain. You start out with more. Once you can't do any more, then you do better. Once you do better, and you can't really optimize better anymore, then you look at doing some new things. That framework is a game changer. I don't know if you realize it or not. And people go, hey, God, I knew that. That's nothing. You just tell me something I don't know. No, you know what? I'm just going to be honest with you here. Ain't anybody going to tell you this. You know, all the great things about marketing that really work, honest to God, they are all so simple that it's almost embarrassing to tell them to other people, because other people will be like, oh, no, that's not it. I already knew that. That's not the secret. That can't be the secret. And you're like, no, dog. Actually, that is the secret. No, that it's not that. It's something else. No, No, actually, it's not. No, actually, that is the secret, right? Most people don't do more better than you. But and let me just tell you this, Alex, when he acquires a business, almost always the first thing they implement is just more because the company is not doing more, which is an incredible thought. I mean, he only acquires businesses doing $1 million or more. So he acquires them, and the first thing he does is helps them implement more. Now, I'm just going to prove this to you here. Then after this live stream, good God, I got to go fix my stuff. That's just embarrassing. It really is. That's just horribly embarrassing. All right. Let me see what I was going to show you here. Oh, let's see if I have it in my screen caps here. All right. Let's see here. So here's a girl that sells a lady called the content scaling system. And she has this Airtable with everything that they post and all the places they post it to. That's called more. That's called doing more. And she says, with one post, you can create up to 500 pieces of content in a month. That's called more. So one short can create 18 pieces of content. 7 reels and 7 TikToks is 14 a week. 18 pieces of content times 14 a week is 252 a week. 4 weeks in a month. 252 times 4, that's 1,008 pieces of potential content for one more for 1 month. Like, what I'm trying to say here is you have all of these things, places that you can do content on Instagram, on Facebook, TikTok, LinkedIn, YouTube. This is from her content scaling course, right? Now, the thing is, the people are like, I know about more. I know about more. Don't tell me about more. More better than you. Yeah. Whatever, Marlon. I already know that stuff. Yeah. Are they doing this? Even just take Instagram. Just Instagram. Are they doing all these? No. Are they doing all these on Facebook? No. Are they doing all these on LinkedIn? No. Are they doing all these on YouTube? No. They ain't doing jack. I'm just telling you. Like, let's just be honest here. Let's just call a spade, right? Let's call a spade. They ain't doing jack. Yeah, I do more better than you. Yeah, no, you're not doing more, dog. You ain't doing it. Maybe you think you're doing it, but you're not. All right. So anyway, now, listen, maybe your thing's not content marketing. This isn't about one person content. Well, Marlon, I'm banned on Facebook. You talk about Facebook all the time. I can't do what you're talking about. Well, you ain't got to use Facebook. You can use TikTok. You can use Instagram. You can use Pinterest. You can use LinkedIn. And beyond that, you don't even have to do content marketing. So in the $100 million leads, Alex also talks about how to do warm reach outs, how to do cold reach outs, how to do paid ads, how to do affiliate marketing, referral marketing, use agencies, getting employees to lead generate. There's a lot of different freaking options out there. There's probably unlimited. He just put it into a nice framework. But if you were actually drilled down, there's tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of ways that you can get leads, right? So lots of opportunities there. I hope this now, and then I want to end with the objection. Well, Marlon, and I get that more thing. Thing is, I need more time. I can't do it because don't you get it? I need more time and more money. Well, if you do it, you'll have more money. And then on the more time, listen, I'm human too. I'm I'm over 60. I take too many naps a day, and I'll admit it. um, yeah, I don't have unlimited time whatsoever freaking ever. Trust me. I have a limited amount of hours in a day at my age that I can work. And but 100 minutes a day is not unreasonable. If you commit 100 minutes a day, or 100 warm reach outs a day, 100 cold reach outs a day, that sort of thing, contacting 100 potential affiliates, and this is within the realm of what you can do typically, right? I mean, if you said, Marlon, I ain't got time, pick up your cell phone and it'll show you the amount of time you spent on Facebook or your cell phone last week. It was hours and hours, to be honest. If you just take part of those hours and spend that time on your lead generation, you're going to double, triple, or quadruple, or quintuple your business, right? Do me a favor. I need a favor from you, if you do not mind, and that is to share this video with some other people who will benefit by it, right? Because my channel needs to grow, just like you need exposure, I need exposure. And if this video helped you, if I provided value in this video, then would you do me a favor and share it? Share it with some people that will benefit from it, and then just let me know in a comment here that you shared it, and you'll have my appreciation, right? Because I need to grow more and I need more exposure. The only way I could do that is if I provide value to you, that then you help share that with some other people so our channel can grow. All right. Thank you for watching. If you watch live, type live. If you watch on replay, type replay. If you watch the bitter in, type bitter in. I'm going to just run over to the group real quick and see if we have people on. I keep changing my time. I'm doing these live streams. I do apologize, but we have a change. I have a change in schedule because of how things work with my family, and so it's making it difficult to do my live streams at 7:30 in the morning like I was doing every day. I can't do that now every day. I'm going to have to publish a new a new schedule. I'm working on. I just haven't figured it out yet. Let's see. Here's my group. All right. I don't see any comments, which is fine. Listen, I hope this benefits you if you watched it. Oh, here's a couple chats. All right. So we had, oh, there's Wesley. Hey, Wesley. I hope you're doing good, man. Read the 100 Million Leads, Wesley. It's a great book. A really, really, really useful book. And he's got the free videos again at Acquisite. They're in the book. And at the end of every chapter, he references the free videos, the free training. The audio book is on his podcast, so there's no reason not to get it and listen to it. Thank you all for joining me. I'll be back tomorrow. You all have a great day.